All right, welcome back to Chef's Corner here. Neil Jameson, if you don't know my name now. Today we're gonna poach an egg. So I've often found when I go to people's houses or when I first met my wife that a lot of people don't actually know how to poach an egg. So it's actually incredibly simple and a lot of people seem to be afraid of it. Here we have some water, just at a gentle simmer. All right, it's not rapidly boiling or anything like that. Key ingredient here though is the vinegar, okay? So a few tablespoons, depending on how much water you actually have. If you're cooking a lot of eggs, if you have a large family, the more eggs you poach, you're gonna have to add some more vinegar back into it. As you cook the first kind of 5 or 6, 7 eggs, they're gonna absorb some of that vinegar and as well as natural evaporation. So don't be afraid to add a little bit more vinegar back in as you go, okay? So we have the vinegar, the water, we have our egg, of course. We have a bowl that we're gonna crack it into. And when we crack an egg, please don't ever use the side of pots or the side of your bowls. Always use a flat surface, so just your kitchen counter, just a little tap, just to get the little break in it, okay? And then gently crack it in to your bowl. If you want, get a little bit of movement in the water, just give it a little swirl, okay? And then place your egg right into the water. Don't drop it in, just let it go, okay? So we're gonna do up a couple here. Just give it a little swirl. You can see how it's not sticking to the bottom. All right. Now if you're making these on a Sunday morning, now's the time to make your Caesar to go with this. All right. I like to make, if you're using an English muffin, toast it up, make up a little fresh avocado, some tomato, peppers, a little bit of spice in there to put on your English muffin, and this on top, a little cilantro, and you have a great little breakfast on a Sunday morning, okay? So you can see the eggs here, they've all stayed together. The vinegar helps hold the egg. No vinegar, and your eggs are just gonna go like mush. You can see this one here we did with no vinegar in it, and you can see how the egg has fallen into a couple hundred pieces sort of thing, right? So that's all vinegar. Okay. Every once in a while, if you want, give your water a little swirl. Just make sure the eggs aren't just sitting on the bottom. Okay. Here we have our plate with paper towel. We have our slotted spoon so that the water can drip out of it. Okay. If you know you are cooking for a large crowd of people, you want to start a little bit early, you can totally poach off eggs early. Have a little ice bath at the side of your counter, just a little cold water, anything like that. You can half poach the eggs, put them into the cold water, and then make a new batch of eggs, put those into the cold water, and then when it's time to serve, all you need to do is put all the eggs back into the water for about 30 seconds to a minute, heat them back up, and then everybody's eggs are all ready at once. You don't have to have half the people eating while you're still making the other half, okay? You can tell when they're half poached by just kind of how they're starting to form. If you can start to lift them out of the water a little bit and they don't look like a blob and try and spill off your spoon, you can see how like when I pick it up, it kind of goes a little bit flat. So it's still pretty soft and runny inside. So I wouldn't pull these out quite yet. I'm just gonna let them sit a little bit longer. This was the first one in. It's holding its shape a little bit more. So this one you could pull out now. It's holding its shape. It'll be cold. Put it in the cold water and let it chill down for a bit. All right, so now the eggs have been in about 2.5 minutes or so. I love my eggs soft poached. Okay, so you can pick it up with a slotted spoon. Just use your finger to touch. It should still be nice and soft, but you shouldn't see any clear white egg, like it's raw, sort of thing, okay? So at this point now, you're just gonna put it onto paper towel, just flip it over, let the rest of the water drip off. You can see they have nice shape. When you wanna pick them back up, you're gonna use your paper towel just to flip it back on to your spoon, and if you have your English muffin and avocados down here, you can just place it back on top, okay? And there you have a nice perfectly poached egg. Another one there, okay? Flip that one over, it's a little nicer looking side there. All right, and if you wanna go cut it open, you can see It's all nicely cooked on the inside. You get the nice soft runny yolk. Let that drop into your hash browns and a little bit of, if you have it on English muffin. All right, that's a nice little snack.